I
I
like.
forgot this dude did a movie with Dave Brockie,
Oh yeah,
Tara Reid.
I cannot wait to talk about his
Oh, Tara Tide.
filmography. Tara Reid would have made sense too.
Yeah.
All right. He's got ants in his pants. Welcome to I Hope You Suffer. Boo.
They're even further in his pants than that, though.
Yeah. Like I
They're
don't.
burrowed deep.
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it. Th-
Well,
Do you think? Did you ever see? This was way back in the day on one of the Chan boards. I don't know if it was like 4chan or 6chan. I don't know. Whatever. There's someone had posted who's like, "Hey guys, so I just finished masturbating, and it was like my third or fourth time today, and whenever I came into my napkin, like I looked down and there were several dead ants." And he had attached a picture of just like a bunch of dead ants in a napkin.
that,
Do you think that inspired this? Do you
I
think
don't
it was
know.
Bill
This.
Zabub that posted that?
Oh, I hope so. I mean,
We're diving right
this
in on
was a decade ago, so I
one of
don't.
life's great mysteries. What influenced Antfarm Dickhole?
This is episode 154 of I Be Suffer. My name is Nathan.
I'm regret.
Yes, all of the regret. Katie.
Uh,
Well,
it did make me laugh several times at least, which is more than I can say for a lot
I
of
mean,
movies we've done.
somehow this wasn't the worst thing we've watched for the podcast, and I don't know how that's possible.
An hour of it is pretty watchable.
I mean, I don't know if I would say this is watchable as much as I was like
Well, like,
baffled the whole time and wanted to see
sure.
where it was going.
When I say watchable, I just mean that I wasn't bored out of my mind
Yeah,
and wanted to
you
die.
didn't physically feel the need to turn it off the entire time.
Right.
Um, so Katie's gone this week. She's moving, and probably next week. So Kit and I are watching movies that Katie won't do with us. So this week we watched 2011's Ant
We
Farm
really
Dickhole.
we went really hard. Like
Yeah,
she's like, I'm not gonna be here, so we immediately like, well, let's have some ants coming out of a penis.
Well, the first thing I did is I contacted Dylan. So next week we're doing a movie with Dylan from Diary of Doom.
Oh, fuck me. Oh,
You
is that
forgot
next
about
week?
that, did you?
I haven't even opened the package. You sent me the copy of the DVD, and I haven't even opened it. I don't
I
want to look at that cursed thing.
I don't think I opened it either.
I just set it to the side and was like, whenever I get to you.
Yeah. So that'll be next week. But this week we unfortunately watched Ant Farm Dickhole. By the director Bill Zabub. Get it? Who also stars in this movie.
What What if it was Bill Sebulba?
I mean, I would like that better.
That would rule.
Um,
The ants are pod racing out of this dude's dick hole.
This guy has made somehow 52 movies. Not
None of them sound remotely appealing, other than Ant Farm Dickhole.
I mean, so he has made 52 movies in 19 years. It's pretty
That's a
good, I
lot.
guess.
Well, if this is anything to go by, they were written and shot all in the same day.
Oh, 100%. This is like I would bet this movie specifically, I would bet it took a week to film.
Maybe. This seems like it could easily have been done in 3 days.
I take it back.
Say.
I bet this movie took him a month to film. All of the dialogue was done in 2 days, and then all of the shots of naked women took the rest of the month. Because he seems to take a lot of care in showing you
correct.
a lot of vaginas. Xerxes is very mad about this movie.
So upset.
Quit yelling at the mirror cat.
Taking great issue with your description of the filming process.
There's a movie.
Xerxes knows this is cinema and requires time.
There's a movie, I think he's making now, because it doesn't have a date, a date on here.
Still makes them?
Called Dumb and Dahmer. Which I give credit for that. That's a pretty fucking funny title, but there's no way this is gonna be good.
Oh god, we're gonna watch it, aren't we?
No, other than Dick Shark and Dick
me.
NATO, I have no interest in seeing anything else that he has made.
You don't wanna see Boogers of the Antichrist?
I take it back. Rap Sucks is probably extremely offensive and terrible.
God.
Rap sucks, yet it has become mainstream, which has made the world into a hell for people who haven't been brainwashed into liking this stupid trend, is the plot description.
Oh.
Xerxes is still out there yelling.
Okay, I am curious about Nightmare on Elmo Street.
I mean, like, it's weird because you see something like that title or like Dick NATO, and I'm like, I'm in. That sounds real stupid. But then there are at least 4 or 5 movies on here with titles like Jesus Christ Serial Rapist, or Santa Claus Serial Rapist, or
not great.
A movie called Loving a Vegetable, about being in love with a woman in a wheelchair. So not great. Not
Bill's a bub.
Be
I
better.
suspect he's not a good dude.
No. He has a let me see if I can find it again.
Oh no.
He has a documentary, or like a movie that's just interviews with metal dudes. Like King Diamond, Typo Negative are in this, Guar, Cannibal Corpse. I don't know what it is, but it's called Metal Retardation. So, not great.
Wow, that is from only a few years ago too.
I like that.
That's great.
The cast on it on Letterboxd is George Fisher, Kim Peterson, Bill Zabub.
How the fuck does he get like Matt Harvey and Barney Greenway and Ross Dolan? Is this like a Borat thing? Like he surprises people?
Oh, he was the host of a radio show in New Jersey. So I'm assuming he probably was maybe relatively popular.
I was thinking it's like in Bruno whenever he runs up to Harrison Ford and Harrison Ford's like fuck off. So it's just like George Fisher just like walking off stage like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. There's not real thrilled about his filmography.
No. Yeah, if he could stop everything, that would be pretty tight.
Well, because like the thing is like I am on board with a shitty looking, fun, like, you know, shot on video or fucking whatever movie. Like, I used to watch like everything Troma put out, and there was some fucking trash on there, but it like, or, you know, especially because like this just looks and sounds like shit. Like the Antfarm Dickhole, like it's obviously not like professionally.
Yeah, it wasn't made with any kind of budget.
Yeah,
It was
like
clearly a handheld camcorder and the microphone for the camcorder.
Yeah, I was good. Yeah, so I was saying there's definitely it doesn't feel like
No.
there was a boom mic at all.
No.
And like, you know, like that's fine. Like you don't have to have that shit, especially anymore. Like you can make a pretty decent movie probably on like an iPhone at this point. And so like that aspect of it, I was like, all right, this is fine. But it's like, I don't know, like like this was just felt like extremely inept, especially considering this wasn't like the first movie he made. This was probably like the 10th.
Yeah. I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, this movie will do that to you.
Yeah, the ants have gotten to my brain.
It's not good.
It feels more like an attempt to be a movie than some things we've watched. You know, one of my bigger complaints is whenever we watch something, there are just drawn out scenes for no reason.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, we're following this, killer Muppet around for 20 minutes.
I mean, I would watch that.
This largely stays away from that. It is very much misogynistic, male-gazy kind of shit, where it's like, oh
yeah,
this scientist is just in her bikini or whatever, so we're gonna have a very extended scene of her doing science just so you can stare at a woman in a bikini.
This entire movie is just the stereotype of what metalheads are, just put to film. Because like every woman in it, no matter what the scenario is either nude or in like underwear
some kind
or
of
a bikini
or underwear,
like in the woods sunbathing for some reason, in like the
news reporter,
the scientist, like all of it, and like they almost always find a reason to take all of it off. The dudes in it are endlessly calling everyone else gay slurs.
Yeah.
Just like the one dude that's like the bully, I guess, that looks like he's in Amon Amarth.
Talks like a Swedish guy.
Yeah. So Letterboxd has no cast other than Beelzebub as the director.
That makes sense.
And so, like,
would you want to be associated with this?
Not at all. But like, I feel like that dude probably is in a band.
I would think so.
And
not like a major band, but something.
I assume they just sound like an Amorphous ripoff. But yeah, so it's like almost everything in it, like the people, like no one in it is an actor, like
not by any stretch.
Other than like maybe some of these women are like in like adult films, possibly. That's probably like the extent of anyone that's probably done anything outside of working with Beelzebub in movies. Cause like, I don't know, like there are numerous times in this movie where people flub their lines and they just continue to film and they do them over again.
that is, and they'll be like chuckling, trying to fight through it to deliver the line again.
It's the best part.
And they just roll through it, and it's like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah, and like, you know,
which I feel lends credence to my theory that it was filmed in 2 or 3 afternoons.
Oh yeah.
Like, we don't have the time for you to be getting your lines right.
I've got 4 other movies I gotta film this week.
Yeah. We've got Dick Shark up next.
Yeah. I want to watch Dick Shark so bad, but it's like over 2 hours long, and I can't spend that much time watching Dick Shark.
I might. I can't rule it out.
Well, because like I looked,
I might have to like take some kind of drug first.
If everybody listening to this hates themselves probably about as much as Kit and I do, you can watch Antfarm Dickhole on Vimeo. And so I was like, oh, maybe like some of the other ones are on here, and I just looked up Dick Shark and it was not on there. So
devastating.
Because I also would probably watch Dick NATO, because why not?
Yeah. The
But
budget for
it's
Dick
also
Shark is $6,000.
Dick NATO is 159 minutes.
It's an epic.
Like
This was his Scorsese phase.
I can't fathom why that movie needs to be that long. Other than he was just like, I shot all this, I might as well throw it all in. Cause
Do you think this man just goes out into the woods and films several random scenes with the same handful of people,
and then just pieces
and
them
then
together,
just edits it into different movies?
Like, I mean, that's basically what I think this was. I think they had the idea, and then he was just like, everyone let's go in the woods and just have a conversation, and we'll just piece it together. Like, we were texting, I think, last night about the person that has reviewed this 4 times on Letterboxd.
Oh my god.
And
I was like, why are the top 3 reviews the same person? And then watching it slowly escalate from half a star to 2 stars to like 3.5.
Yeah, it gets to like 3.5 or 4 stars, where they're just like slowly like, I figured it out. You have to be wildly drunk. But one of the reviews says, also the DVD is so long. Not only do you have to sit through Antfarm Dickhole, but after the credits, there's an entire feature-length movie called Ass Monster, which I unfortunately was the only one awake to sit through.
I can't. Can you imagine
owning this on DVD? No.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's midnight. You just finished Antfarm Dickhole. You're either high out of your mind or fairly drunk, and then something called Ass Monster just plays immediately after the credits. Like, do you feel like you've fallen into Narnia through your closet at that point? Like, what? Where am I? What have I discovered by myself here?
What
a horrifying journey.
So, Ass Monster is longer than Antfarm Dickhole. It is 96 minutes, and
that's the perfect runtime.
Well, I don't know. Antfarm Dickhole is 89 minutes, so I'll take it. This movie, the plot description is: this is a comedy about a guy who watches an awful DVD-R that was made by one of those fake directors who sell their crap at horror conventions, and decides that he too will make a bad movie and sell it for $30 a copy.
Well, I guess at least he's in on the joke. I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse about everything.
Could you imagine going to like Fantasia Fest and like they're like, we're gonna play a secret movie, and it ended up being Ass Monster because it was selected for it.
Like at cons,
yeah,
they play Ass Monster. It's like a 10-minute standing ovation.
Yeah. Nobody went to see.
They give it the Palme d'Or.
Nobody went to see the fucking Suspiria remake that year.
Yeah.
They all went to see Rap Sucks.
No. No one gives a shit about Annette and Adam Driver like singing while giving cunnilingus. They're just there for Night of the Pumpkin.
Yeah. I would watch a movie called Night of the Pumpkin directed by anybody else. All right, let's I guess try to talk about some of the stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's not possible to be like, what did you like in this movie? Because really, nothing's likable.
There's one joke that I liked.
Which one was it?
And it was the 2 metalhead guys, our main dudes, are in the park, and they get bullied by the big Swedish dude in the incantation shirt. And I'm like, oh, well, fuck this. Let's go leave. And they go back, and the dude's car is gone. He's like, my car's stolen. He goes, well, they shouldn't call it a park. They should call it a stolen. I legit cackled at that.
I also, I at least give them credit for their commitment to ant puns.
Oh my, Aunt Drew and Antoinette and Antony.
And almost every time that like anything with the word ant in it, they specifically point out.
Anticipation.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess the basic plot is just this these two metal heads that apparently aren't cool. I know, Xerxes, I get it.
Just agreeing.
Just
not
or like at the park and get bullied by another dude their age. All of these dudes are easily 35.
Oh, they're definitely older than that. He's like, I'd say 40.
I'm
like 40-year-old dudes.
I'm giving the dude with the Antfarm in him. I feel like he's maybe late 30s. I feel like everyone else is in their 40s.
Everyone else though. They're like a bunch of Eddie Trunks.
Except for the women.
Everything was better in the 80s.
I feel like all of the women in this movie are easily 19. It's very upsetting.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
But they get bullied by Amon Amarth, who punches the main dude, and he falls over, I guess, onto an anthill, and somehow gets a bunch of ants that crawl into his dick and just take up residence. And then every time he comes, ants come out and eat everybody that is around him into bones.
It's an incredible idea for a film.
It is. Like, I would watch a well-made version of this any day of the week because it's so stupid and, like, honestly, like an original idea.
Give me the Robert Eggers version of this film, or Julia Ducournau. Like,
I mean, like,
I want them to do Antfarm Dickhole.
Even like,
class it up.
This Scorsese's Antfarm Dickhole.
4 hours of
like,
Robert De Niro.
I honestly, like, I think.
Oh my god.
I think if you take out like how shitty the characters are, and by that I mean just like constantly calling everybody gay slurs and just being shitty people, like, I don't think this movie would be as bad as I felt it was. Cause it's not, like we said, it's not well made, but it's also like it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you go
very intentionally shitty.
Yeah. But it's just like, it's just made with such poor taste that it makes it pretty fucking unbearable most of the time. Like, there's a scene where the character Beelzebub plays, like, the guy with the ants in his dick thinks, like, I forget what happens, but he, like, wakes up and I think Beelzebub was, like, sleeping on him or some shit like that, and he, like, thinks Beelzebub's character was trying to blow him while he was asleep.
He had the anteater. He had the anteater.
Oh, that's
to
right.
The ants out of his dick.
That's pretty fucking genius.
What a sentence.
The minute that, like, they were like, they showed him at a zoo and he steals an anteater, I was like, all right.
The special effect for the anteater, where they just, like, pasted a clip art version of an anteater over the screen. Mind blowing stuff.
I'm shocked with everything else in this movie. They didn't just fully go for an anteater blowjob. Like, I was like, oh no, is this happening?
I thought he was going to, like, suck the anteater in like the banana.
Oh shit, that would have been awesome. But yeah, so, like, everything after that, the rest of the time, like, the main dude is just kind of, like, constantly harassing Beelzebub's character for secretly being gay, and it's just, like, just hammered into the fucking ground. It's not great, and I don't like it.
No, this is awful. It went, like, I was expecting something like that from,
sure,
this movie, because it seems like everything that is made in this style, these intentionally shitty movies that we watch, it's all homophobic stuff and shit like that. I was expecting it much earlier on, so I was surprised that, you get 30, 40 minutes into the movie before something like that happens. But then after that, it just opens a floodgate, and it's just like, oh, we're just gonna pepper in, F slurs throughout now.
Yeah, it's almost like every time any of the dudes talk to any other dude,
Yeah,
They're like,
pretty much.
yeah. Anytime the fake dick with an ant in it is out, incredible.
The I want what what did they what did they use for that fake dick? I wonder.
I don't know.
Like,
I
is it like a weed pipe, like a one hitter, like
where I saw,
what?
yeah, because the hole is very big.
Oh my God. That ant is enormous. The ant's like the size of my palm.
I think I saw someone in one of the reviews refer to it as a Play-Doh dick.
100%.
Uh,
It looks like someone molded one out of clay and then like, they put it in a kiln and then painted it.
I also give them credit for making it a very average sized. Like they didn't go for
I
the obvious where the dude would be like, I got a huge dick. It's just like
I
a regular dick, I guess.
I did legit laugh where after the first time he jerks off and sees the ant and is like, ah, he's like pacing back and forth with the fake dick
Oh,
hanging out of
it's
his pants.
constantly hanging out. Like he's just at the park with his dick out, and I'm just like, this checks out. Yeah, numerous things go in and out of this dick, including
Terrifying.
the ants are insanely big, and anytime they're on somebody, they're basically slightly bigger than plastic spiders you would buy for Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
And so anytime one is coming out of this fake dick, it's just
It's so large. The pee hole is so big.
yeah, at some point a banana goes
It's
into
like
it.
quarter sized. It
Oh god, I can't believe this is a real movie.
it is big enough to where an anteater sticking its tongue into the dick to eat the ants is a
Plausible.
legitimately good idea.
Yeah, anytime the ants come out and attack somebody, it's just essentially just a woman laying on the ground nude with fake ants, 5 fake ants on her, and just rolling around for 3 minutes in slow-mo so that they can get plenty of footage of all of her body, and then they cut back and it's just bones.
Using I don't know if it's lipstick or something instead of blood. They couldn't make actual fake blood. So it's just
Yeah, there's a surprising lack of blood in this movie.
they go straight to bones.
The amount of stuff that the banana going in the dick, not great.
Horrifying. The same they couldn't afford a real banana or something because they had to use that awful same clip art style banana in front of the camera. They couldn't just put a real banana in front of the camera, which they obviously had because there was a real banana sticking out of the dick at some point.
Yeah, the firecracker in the dick
Oh God.
seems fucking terrible, and that I think that's the only time they actually put any kind of blood effect into it, because when he stands up and it just starts dripping out blood.
Drizzling.
Oof, it's
Man, so I also watched The Hunt yesterday,
yeah.
which features a man getting a grenade shoved in his pants and blowing up. A bad day for explosives and penises.
Yeah, sounds
Not a great combo. Do not recommend.
I trying to think of what there was something else that I was going to bring up. Oh, the fucking when
The spider?
Well, that too, but the thing when they go to the bar and the dude gets shot, the main dude after he gets a firecracker in his dick, and then it's just well, my dick doesn't work, so I guess I'm gonna go shoot some people for some reason, and gets shot shooting up this bar, and the bartender's just this is why those fucking liberals don't want us to have guns.
I 100% do not remember that at all. What the fuck?
So like
I
after,
feel like, you read those alien abduction books and like they steal time. Like
yeah,
I feel like that time is stolen, and it's
after
probably for the best,
after
really.
like
But
the shit with the bully, like, threatening to cut his dick off, and he puts the firecracker in it and shit. And he drinks the
real,
fucking.
real quick, maybe the funniest sight gag in the movie is the bully with the knife slapping the dude's dick, like
Yeah, like a bunch of times.
the flat end of the knife.
Um, the when he after that, and like the bully drinks the fucking,
Oh, the
bug
like,
bug poison or
yeah,
whatever. He leaves, and for whatever reason, he like gets a gun and goes to some bar, and he shoots two people, and then the bartender shoots him. And the bartender just says some like weird shit about liberals always wanting to take guns, and how like that you aren't allowed to protect yourself or some shit. It's very stupid.
this is definitely where I started to tune out, I
Yeah,
guess,
because
because it
it
sounds like it's the last half hour,
it
and I guess that happens, and then it switches to the woman has ants or a large spider in her vagina that murder people
I get, yeah, it
or
just all of
something.
a sudden turns into a spider like
The man spider preview.
oh, that's right, Man Spider. Another pretty good title of a movie I would watch made by anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. This not great. I don't even know if I have
No.
any much else to really say about it, cuz it's basically like the whole movie is just like the dude gets dicks or spiders in his dick. God damn it, ants in his
He
dick.
gets he,
Gets
he gets
dicks in
dicks
his
in his
ants,
ants.
and then it's just
He's
like
got an ant farm at his house, and they all have dicks now. They all have human dicks.
it just like turns into it's just a bunch of scenes where essentially he'll just like sleep with somebody, and then they just get turned into a
They turn into
skeleton,
bones.
and it's like the worst looking bones.
But he's so rich now because the bones are their money.
Yeah. Also the
I don't know if
worms.
anyone's gonna get that. Let's just talk about
The
I think you should
bones
leave
are
now.
their money. So are the
Are
worms.
the worms.
Oh god, I've watched that so many times this week.
Oh yeah, same. I was just like, it's always funny, no matter how many times you watch it. If anything, it gets funnier somehow.
Everybody should watch I Think You Should Leave. I
There,
finally watched it. I've watched the entire two seasons like at least 3 times in like the last like couple days.
they're saying Coffin Flop's not a real show.
I've waited so
I
long to get
downloaded
a hit on Corncob TV. I didn't do this.
I I downloaded a picture of him from that skit pointing where he says, "I'll kill you." I've got that saved, and I'm gonna get some good use out of that, I think.
they they told me in a meeting I'm just some dumb hick. They told me that.
I didn't rig shit.
It's not a problem because they don't have no soul.
Yeah, that's a great program. Everyone
Yes.
watch that.
Like, Honk If You're Horny is just
Great skit.
incredible. The
Connor
dude,
Connor O'Malley has such incredible energy.
the dude, like pacing around and just like where he like Tim has to be like, stop moving,
Yeah,
and just like groaning and being like, have you ever been so horny that your stomach hurts? I thought you could
yeah.
help me with that. Oh god.
That show is like 65% just screaming the best sounds.
It's so good.
It's an incredible formula.
I I like the intro to that show of the fucking lawyer I guess there's probably something before that, but it's like I think that's the thing that plays like after the opening credits.
Yeah.
Of the lawyer talking about the plumbers coming to your house.
The whole just for farts.
They're like, it's turbo time, and you want to jump on and start joining. You try to join in. They're like, no, not you.
Yeah. We're the ones who run.
Oh my god, I'm watching that again tonight.
Oh, 100%. Anytime I have some time where it's like I can't decide what to put on, I'm gonna watch I Think You Should Leave.
I know it's like
because it's like 12 to 15 minutes per episode, so it's like perfect.
I know like the 3 sketches that kind of like got super beamed, like
the hot dog.
Well, the hot dog is pretty good. Like when he just just starts like piling shirts into his arms and talking about porn and how he can't, like he remembers more like porn things than his own grandma's name or some shit. But the fucking the panel, like the fuck, what's it called? The thing where they're talking about the car with the old man.
Yes. I'm doing the best at this.
Who's the most popular now, Paul?
Paul.
He's just like Stinky. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, I want
it to be Stinky?
It's so funny too because it's like it's just like nothing he says ever plays out. Like he keeps just mentioning a steering wheel that like won't fly off.
A good steering wheel that won't fly off your hand while you're driving.
No explanation as to why.
But I find myself agreeing with him.
Yeah,
because I also want a good steering wheel that doesn't fly off my hand while I'm driving.
Those two, and then Carl Havoc. Carl Havoc is just genius.
What an incredible suit they made for Carl Havoc.
Yeah. Him in that
Take it out, the chin kills.
Just screaming in the middle of a mall. It's like, there's too much fucking shit on me.
What does that do for the greater good?
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
And he just like slowly just like stops and he's just like, I don't want to be around anymore.
I think I like how somber the second season gets. Where it's just like, oh, like the ghost tour one.
Oh yeah.
At the tail end, he just like walks out and his mom's sitting in the car. It's like, did you make any friends? No, Mom, I didn't. It's like, oh.
I can't remember if like, oh shit, what was the one? I was just gonna bring one up, and now all I can think about is the ghost tour one. I don't know. That show fucking rules. Which one is it?
Tammy Craps.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't have the farts in her head anymore. Anyone who hasn't watched the show is going to be so confused by the past like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're like, what the fuck is happening?
Honestly, we could have just did a whole episode on just that instead of Antfarm Dickhole.
Probably. It would have been a better use of our time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, don't watch Antfarm Dickhole. It's not good.
No. It's very bad. I already told you the best joke.
I say.
And they should call it stolen.
Double
next time.
I was gonna say double shout out to I Think You Should Leave this week.
Yes. But triples is best.
Yes.
Triple shout out.
Yep, looks like this deal's gonna go through. Triple Novas.
I don't live in a hotel. Tell him.
Like Tim's like fucking when he just like keeps agreeing, but it gets more so. He's like, yeah, she's gonna pull through. They're made for each other. And he's got,
I've got a beautiful life.
3 barracudas. 3 I love Bob Odenkirk.
What a look. That's a powerful look he has in that sketch.
I feel like that's what he should just
the
look
aviators.
Like all the time.
Yes. I want nobody was pretty good, but I want an hour and a half of him as that guy, making deals, getting triples.
Yeah. Oh, just perfect. Yeah. I recommend watching I Think You Should Leave immediately.
Yep. Backed. Right now.
Yeah.
turn us off
while
to watch
listening to
that.
this. Well, this is just like a good audio commentary. Just
Yeah.
you can listen to this while watching like at least 3 episodes.
It'll be a terrible experience because we'll be quoting everything that happens immediately before.
In like the
They're gonna be
wrong
like,
episodes.
"What the fuck?"
Oh, I remember I was gonna bring up the episode where he's choking because he wants to look cool in front of that fucking celebrity.
What's going on out there?
I'm going to make sure my car's all right.
The water doesn't stink. You're choking.
It's wild that he was a writer on SNL. Like, I don't understand.
What? SNL fucked up so hard.
100%. Oh, God. So good. All right.
Good for him though, because clearly this is much better for him than withering away on SNL.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, there's no way anything he would have pitched. I can't imagine any of it got to TV, you know?
Right. Oh, real quick before we move on, did you know that he is a skateboarder? Like a really good skateboarder.
Yeah, I could see that. He seems like he's got like that sort of, like, I don't know, punk ethos to him, so I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I watched just like scrolling Twitter, and it's like see some dude doing some like really sick like heel flip shit into a grind, and I was like, is that Tim Robinson? It's very confusing.
All right, let's never talk about this movie again.
Yeah, please.
Although I feel like it's gonna come up all the time now. It's gonna be like a movie that's compared to.
It's got too good of a title.
Yeah. It's pretty terrible.
Awful. The movie's as bad as the title is good.
Yeah, I agree with that. It, like I said at the beginning, somehow not the worst thing we've watched for the podcast, but I'd say probably like bottom 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Tsunami was definitely more infuriating than this to me.
Still the worst.
There was
because it was just boring. It was an hour and a half of nothing happening.
There was
insufferable.
Something we watched this year that I think is my bottom. I just don't remember what it was now. The Elf still probably one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
See, I've already forgotten like everything about it, so I can't even say anymore for sure.
At this point,
Somnium though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Somnium was bad too. We watched some bad movies.
Yeah. That's bound to happen when we've watched 150 of them, I suppose.
Yeah. Considering, like, I'd say out of 150... we've definitely done more than 154 movies, but out of 154 episodes, I'd say... maybe...
Like, I'd say a third of the movies are decent to good.
Yeah, and the rest, like, I'd say it's probably like a pretty even split of, like, a third, I would say, are good and completely watchable, even in like in a fun way. A third are like
kind of whatever.
Yeah, just whatever. Like, and a third are just unwatchable garbage.
Awful. Yeah, that sounds right.
Like fucking Death House. Fuck you, Death House.
I forgot about that movie, and now I'm disappointed all over again.
We're making Katie
now that
watch
you brought
it
it
at
up.
some point. All right. Next week, Grime Wave 3 Cockface Killer with Dylan from Tower of Doom.
Grime Wave. I hate this movie.
Yeah. Well, at least we're gonna force Dylan to watch it.
This makes me feel like that I think you should leave sketch where Patty, I can't think of her last name, Patty is doing business deals, and she's like, "Don't bring me a bad deal or I'll..."
Oh yeah. The fucking Shark Tank.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
I got sewn into the
Wave.
pants of the Charlie Brown. Oh my god, the fucking Garfield house. I want to live there so bad.
This is Jim Davis's house. This isn't Jim Davis's house.
It's the guy,
The guy who
to
tried to kill Jim Davis.
The opening where he's just like at the window and he's like, "Where's my treasure chest?"
I'm Garfield.
God.
I'm Garfield.
Cinema. I would just watch.
Just end on the Garfield laugh.
Yeah. I think you should. Or well, let's see. How am I gonna end this? I hope.
You should suffer. Believe.
I hope you. Jim Davis, but killer. I get. I don't know.
A little funny. I'm sorry if I sent the wrong message, like I was some sort of representative or something.
So you don't have pornos and calendars?
No.
You need to take that sticker off your car. Don't you dare! Don't you fucking touch it! Stay away from my car! It's a classic! Do not touch me! Don't touch my ride! Oh! What do we got here?
Shut the fuck up!
The pornos this whole time?
Shut the fuck up! Just pick one and go. I gotta go over there and sing a song. Come on, hurry up!
I've seen a lot of these.
Take these.
Seriously, this is honestly like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And now to sing a song, the son of the deceased.
Friday night, I'm thinking that we just might fly away to someplace they don't know who we are. Now I'm riding shotgun in your car. We drive through the city like explorers going 65. Glowing hair flying across your face. We left on Friday, now it's Saturday. Pressed jeans buttoned up, jeans iron slipping up. Red shoes walking slow, headphones blaring 3 stacks. Sunglasses flaring out, thick watch hanging low. Studded belt, pulled taut, 3 stacks on the radio. Friday night, I'm thinking that we just might run away to some place we can be who we are. We can be who we are. I love you, Mom.